Ms. Renu Rohtagi, Leadership Program Director, Air Liquide. Ms. Renu is a dynamic leader in human resources with nearly 2 decades of experience driven by the belief that change is inevitable and innovation is the key to success. Passionate about unlocking individual potential and creating opportunities, she has successfully led HR functions across organizations like Air Liquide India, Coca-Cola India, HCL Technologies, and Jubilant Life Sciences. Currently the Director of HR and Communication of Air Liquide India, Ms. Renu excels in fostering a culture of compassion and delivering sustainable organizational growth. Her expertise spans talent acquisition, talent management, performance management, employee engagement, and learning academics. A proponent of agile methodologies and digital tools, Renu is committed to prepare for workforces for the future. She has received numerous awards, including the Managerial Excellence Leadership Award and the Best Global HR Team Award. With a focus of transparency and a supportive work environment, Ms. Renu continues to inspire and lead with humility and vision. With this, can we have another eminent personality present between us on the dais with a huge round of applause, everyone?
Good evening, everyone. I know it's a very, very long, tiring day, and I just got to receive an update that we are running a little slight longer in the schedule. Thank you for bearing with me. I know I have a very limited time to talk, and all the more technology is always has flips and flops, and right now my laptop is slightly in a bad shape. The so-called 5G word is not supporting us fully, but anyhow, I'm Renu. I work for an organization which is a French company, and we are into manufacturing of the gases. Has anyone heard about this organization called Air Liquide? Yes, no? Okay, 2 of them because I know them very well. So we manufacture the gases, industrial gases, and this industrial gases is actually supplied across almost 80 countries in the world. And in India, we have been established almost like 3 decades ago. Apart from manufacturing the gases, we are also into healthcare, engineering and constructions, and also predominantly working towards the research and development of the new technologies, which is green technologies. Today's topic is, okay, so we reached the 3rd slide, and my friend is helping me to put through the slides. We are speaking about the leadership in the age of uncertainty. Imagine you are in a ship in the middle of a storm. There is a wild storm, and in the sky you just see a black, dense sky. Your compass needle is spinning wildly. What will you do at that point in time? How many of you get panic? Wow. How many of you think, okay, I will just anchor down the ship and I will not row forward? Or how many of you believe that I still have a capacity to take this ship, sail through with this storm, and navigate it forward? Bravo, I can see few hands. Great. You know, we are living in the world of uncertainty, like I think the previous speaker spoke about it. We are living in a VUCA world or a BANI world, whatever you call. And in this uncertainty where we are living with AI, with a lot of geopolitical things cropping up every day, and this hybrid work, the only thing which will be constant is the VUCA world. And the good news is, the one who believe in sailing through this uncertainty by taking forward their ship, navigating, adapting, are the ones who will thrive. And let's talk about those leaders who are going to be thriving by only adapting. I'm not here to give you the full strategy. I'm just going to be highlighting few of the things which will or which will not help you. So how do you think that we will be thriving in this disruption when we speak about a lot on the disruption? We all know that the only thing which is going to be a constant is a change. I'm not reading something new for you. Uncertainty is a new word, and we need to really take it as a normal one, and this is not the anomalisy at all. The statistics talks about that 76% of the leaders, when I say the leaders, it's CEOs, when you talk about their first and foremost challenge is volatile. They do not know what is going to be happening tomorrow. They do not know, they do not have really now the capacity of predictability, which is a new normal. So we need to come out from this panic mode and look at it, that how we're going to be taking it forward. Not riding it, sailing it forward. Sailing has a different meaning, I'm sure all of you must be aware of it. 60% of jobs will require new skills. That's again, we all know from the World Economic Forum. How many of you are really preparing yourself for the new skills? It's again a reflection for yourself. To the audience, I see only 40% by now. Raise your hands who have undergone a change in the last 2 years. Amazing. So that's a bravo shift, which means we are not looking at no more the traditional hierarchies, the vertical movements. It's more of how you're really swifting your movement in terms of skill versus your jobs. You know, so that's the new world. I think there is a problem with this. Okay, great. Can I go to? So what is the challenge, and what do you mean, what is that new word is looking forward from the leaders of today? So they are looking for somebody, the leaders who are really living the VUCA world, the one who are challenging that traditional hierarchies is no longer the need. They are flexible and very fluid enough to adjust. And also, they believe not in the rigid org charts, but in the fluid network. How many of you have started, or how many of you are doing your fluid network in the organization, external or internal? Anyone? How many of you believe in doing the fluid network? Great. I think this is the new way. It's a game changer. If you really would like to really build and scale upon, try to believe doing your fluid networking, which talks about your cross-functional adaptability, cross-functional assignments, cross-functional networking, apart from your skills of your work. Look at it, what kind of a stretch assignments you can really partner with them. How many of you know about Netflix and the Blockbuster? The case study of the Netflix and the Blockbuster? Amazing, great. So I think one of the learning we can take from the Netflix and the Blockbuster is when the Blockbuster was already a giant in the market, selling their videos, their DVDs on the rental basis, got 9,000 retailer shops worldwide with billions of market, whereas the Netflix, I'm talking about 2000, in the year 2000, Netflix was just a small competitor, was not even a competitor, just entered in the market. You know what was the strategy of the Netflix? What was the strategy for Netflix? agility and the beauty that Netflix was able to really counter the potential of digital learning, the digital streaming. And they took the opportunity and started to put across the videos, the movies, online streaming available at your desk, at your watch. And this is where Blockbuster lost the market in year 2007, and Netflix is the giant. So what are the lessons we have learned from the Netflix and the Blockbuster is that the trade world, Netflix was good and agile. They were not sitting on the predictability unlike Blockbuster, which was rigid, who was not able to transform their business model. Netflix understood their customers and their need of their customers well, their consumers well, and their employees well. They know the empathy and how they can support the business and their customers, how can they hook up. And finally, they were good at experimenting. When Blockbuster was rigid with their model, that they do not want to really experiment with their model because it thought that they're the perfectionist in the market, Netflix took the challenge. And that is where Blockbuster was not adaptable and Netflix took the opportunity by adapting with the new technology. And this is where the adaptive leadership speaks about anticipating, responding, pivoting to your customers, that is your king, right? And creating the disruption. So that is called adaptive leadership. On that note, a small thing I would like to bring in would help you, that what are the 4 small pillars, we can take it as a learning from them. Always have skills over the roles. Skill is the new market. No longer we are looking for our pedigrees and degrees. It's like if you are a niche in your skill, market is for you. Hire, develop your potential and learnability, not just an experience. We respect the experience, but the new skill people with a different skill, with a unique skill, are the game changers. So, Google Project Oxygen, it's really ruling on the soft skills. Decentralization of the decision making, no more is the word when we talk about the head office will take the decisions and then only will do. Sorry, gone are the days. Think globally but act locally. You are empowered, you know your customers, your problems well locally. Empower your team, your crew, your team members to take the decision, fast and act. Market is to fast act now. Example is of Spotify's squad model, autonomous and cross-functional teams. Try building your network with your cross-functional teams. Try to get into visible projects. Try to get into those projects where your visibility to the leadership is going to be higher. But it's not only the visibility, but also the result. I am not adapting with you right now. Just give me for a few more minutes. And this is one of my very favorite, which is continuous learning culture. Try learning a new habit every day. I'm sure most of you read the Atomic Habits. Take some learning from there. The market is only for those people who are learning every day new and discarding things which are normal. And finally, have a resilient mindset, normalize a failure, and it's a part of innovation. If you're failing, fail fast, you are heading towards an innovation. So these are the 4 pillars. Try applying it, and if you had a failure in your recent or in your past, try sharing to your partner sitting with you. It's a way to showcase that you are thinking differently and you're trying to innovate. So failure is no longer a shame, but it is a pride that you're trying to do something by testing new. All right, so this is again few statistics. Companies which are adaptive in a learning culture, their revenues are growing by 3x faster, and 94% of employees who are learning something new are the ones who are investing in the learning. I will not go with this, but I would like to talk about on the Microsoft cultural shift. I will just take 2 minutes to close that. How many of you know about the Microsoft cultural shift, Satya Nadella, who has brought in the culture of learn it all? Very amazing. If you look at it, his team member Maria, who was a team lead, they were actually stuck into a culture of know it all. And they used to reward people. You know, we feel so proud to say that I know everything. I am the subject matter expert, right? I think we need to really come out from that zone. And this is where Maria, the team member of Satya Nadella, she brought this challenge saying that we know it all, which Satya Nadella has pinned it and converted to learn it all. And they are thriving this culture, and there's a phenomenal shift in terms of their revenues from 1 trillion to 2.5 trillion market. And this is where they are making it mandatory for everyone to come with some new learning skills, experiment it, work on your passion projects, dedicate almost like 20 hours in a year to bring something new. And if anyone who has not failed need to question themselves, you know. So that's where this is called bold challenge for everyone. And why it is all? Because this is where we are trying to adapt. We are speaking about VUCA. VUCA is nothing. It's a volatile, change, ambiguous and all that. We can only beat it if we are constantly learning. So call to an action for all the leaders. Start small. Do a pilot test. The best thing to do a pilot test is to tell you the iceberg is your team. Believe in your team. Ask from them. What is that small test we can do, an experiment we can do? And for the employees, take your growth in your own hands. Seek stretch assignments where you are learning some new skills. Be the leader, you are the captain, and drive it. Unlike Satya Nadella, convert your thoughts and processes from know it all to learn it all. So that's about the topic of today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And may I invite Mr. Arvind Srivastava, sir, can we have you on the dais to give away a small token of appreciation? As ma'am is here with us, and she managed to be here with us and has given a fantabulous presentations today.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.